I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is another episode of Sip and Play Tabletop Tasting.
It sure is.
Les, what did we play?
Today, we played Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic was
That's a massive box, by the way.
a massive box.
Yeah.
And it's massive because it contains so many miniatures.
Yeah.
All of these insect-like bugs. And this was a Kickstarter that delivered back in January of last year, in Canada at least. I think the States may have gotten it at the end of 2022. But it's a 1 to 4 player cooperative game where we're playing as one of 4 dwarven miners on the planet of Hoxus 4, looking to gain riches and mine minerals and get all the good stuff. However, there is an alien species of insects that do not want us to be there. So really the goal is to get in, get what our company wants us to collect, and stay alive in order to get out of that area.
Yeah.
Now, what I really like about this game is that each dwarf has their own special ability.
Yeah.
You've got the scout, and they get a free attack after they move. They can also jump over pits and creatures, which is extremely useful when there's a lot of insects on the board. And they can place flares to help reroll dice against insects. You've got a driller who can move into a wall space or bust through stalagmites, which normally you've got to roll a dice and it's luck of the draw whether you can actually break them down or not. He can always do it. You've got the gunner, who after firing can keep firing without using additional actions. And he's got a zip line he can deploy, which all dwarves can use to cross large gaps. And then last, but definitely not least, you've got the engineer. And they can deploy an automatic turret to help hold ground. And they've also got a platform gun that generates platforms to walk on to help you cross pits. Now, if the round counter reaches the swarm icon, it triggers a swarm, which are always really, really bad. More creatures get added, and then the entire swarm activates and tries to attack you. Then you've got the alien insects that all have different resistances, movements, and effects that can hinder your dwarves' success. The game ends and is a victory if all mission objectives have been completed and all dwarves make it back to the drop pod. And usually it's, collect various gems and materials or flowers or whatnot, and then get back to escape and make your employer happy and sell them. However, if all dwarves are ever unconscious at the same time, or if the swarm threat ever reaches that last spot on the threat meter, the game is lost and you've got to start over. Steve, this is Deep Rock Galactic. What did you think of it?
So I'm not a huge fan of cooperative. Again, we've talked about it before. Usually you have one person that's kind of dominant with it. So as long as you don't have that, and I've enjoyed playing this with you, and I love the miniatures, and it's a really cool story too. I've never actually played the video game, but it sounds great. I think I would like to try it. And but I love that you're trying to survive. And it's really not you against the next player because you're all trying just to get in and get out and survive the swarms, which is really cool. I love the idea of it, and I like the mechanics of it are really kind of cool. I can see how you're gonna get to a point where those insects are just gonna annihilate you.
Overwhelm you really quickly. We had one point when we were playing where we had no insects on the board.
Yeah.
And then we had a card come up that says, the next time draw 2 swarm cards. And then the board was overrun and we had a ton of creatures on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it can go from feeling good to being in a rough spot really, really quick.
Yeah.
So this is Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
Steve, what have you brought to pair with our playthrough of this?
So we went a little different on this because most of the time we do a whiskey. But talking about Deep Rock, I thought we should try something that is from the rock.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that is Newfoundland in Canada. So this actually comes to us from Rock Spirits in St. John's, Newfoundland, and they produce this vodka, which is called Dildo Vodka, and it's named so because it is sold at the Dildo Distillery in Newfoundland, which is actually a little town that is named Dildo. So I thought that worked out. Deep Rock, Dildo. It's a vodka, which is something we would normally not enjoy. What did you think? We've been drinking it while we've been playing the game. It is vodka, right? So there's no real nose to it.
Yeah, and I don't normally drink vodka.
No.
But from what I remember the last time I had vodka, is vodka can be a little burny, a little unpleasant.
Yeah.
I actually find this quite mild.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
And as far as vodkas go, it is something you can drink on its own. Is there a lot of flavor there? No. But is there a lot of depth to this game, Deep Rock Galactic? And I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Deep Rock Galactic is a fun throw down, have a few laughs,
Sure.
shoot some bugs with your friends.
Yeah.
Dildo vodka isn't very deep either.
No.
It's a mild, gentle, some might say fun experience to enjoy.
Yeah. And so again, so this company that makes it, this rock spirit, they've been doing spirits for over 65 years in Newfoundland, which is pretty cool. So they're gonna be able to figure out how to distill things properly. They've done a nice job with a product that is just vodka. I think that's pretty good. I don't know if you noticed, Les, but there in 2019, Jimmy Kimmel actually became an honorary mayor of Dildo, Newfoundland, and named it the sister city of Hollywood, California, which is just kind of funny.
Jimmy, we love the dildo.
Yeah, and so if you look at the top of the bottle,
that's why
it's got like a little Hollywood, but it's
Hollywood
actually Dildo.
And that's because Jimmy Kimmel is
from Hollywood, California.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that funny?
That's great. I love me some dildo.
Yeah, that's great.
So Steve, I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
I think we have.
And that is, if you want to play the 1 to 4 player dwarven-driven game, Deep Rock Galactic, you want to pair it with
Dildo vodka from Newfoundland.
The two were meant to be together.
I think so.
My name is Les.
I'm Steve.
This is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day. Whenever the markers...
It's not a co-op.
It is a co-op. Okay. So really our goal is to get in.
There's going to be some good puns with that one.
Our goal